Greetings from Gironde. I feel at home when I'm in France, even though I barely speak its language. No matter how many countries I have visited and how many countries that I haven't visited and I want to visit still, France is a country that I keep coming back to. And each time, of course, I visit different regions, different areas. And right now I'm in one country here. And I certainly have past life connections with France. Today's Q&A comes from a question from Katerina. Katerina works in a magazine called Mystic Mag. A couple of days ago, we had a Zoom interview, and when she was interviewing me, and she asked a question, can you explain how past life regression therapy works and what clients can expect during a session? Now, I'm going to answer this very general question from two different angles, two different approaches. The first approach is we do past life regression session on purpose. Someone comes to my room, office, they order a past life regression service. So in that case, how it works is that we discuss what's the purpose you are using that for, and then I will find out how every person how open they are with their eyes closed. Are they able to see the images or motion pictures like movies in their mind's eye? Are they able to hear clearly, auditorily more advanced, or are they more kinesthetic, like some people don't necessarily see or hear, but they can sense and feel, and with their eyes closed in the past life regression session. And some people more like a cognizant, like myself. It's almost like we experience past life regression as a thought. We answer a hypnotherapist questions through almost like when a hypnotherapist asks us a question, we have an idea of it, we have a thought of it. So everyone would access information differently, and so it's my job to find out what's representative, senses, which channel is more open than others, and then I will use what they have brought to take them to that first scene. I can, fly them up to the clouds, and then coming down to another lifetime, to another time, in another maybe place, in another body. I can use the tunnel, some disorientation to get them into another scene. And on the opening scene, I start to ask them, what are they aware of, and kind of questions. And so that's how it works. We do past life regression session on purpose. And of course, then when that open scene happens, it's when that open scene happens, the rest is my job is to ask the right question at the right time, and the client's job is to answer my questions. I always encourage the clients just to focus on answering my questions. If you feel it's a strange question, give me a strange answer. Don't try to make sense of it, just sense it. Sometimes I also encourage them, because it's another time, another place, and it's very disorienting. And so instead of defining it, even though you don't know what it is, you can perceive it. You can describe it. So instead of defining it, describe it. Instead of making sense of it, sense it. So question, answer. The story will unfold on its own. So I normally say, don't try to tell me stories, just focus on my answers. So this is how it works in this scenario, in this case. So what can you expect through this approach? First, you can expect surprises, that your mind, that you know something that you didn't know that you know. It's self-discovery journey and a past life regression. And also you can expect that even though your conscious mind might still be aware what's going on, and during the session might be aware of what you're saying. You're answering questions. Remember, in that session, your job is to answer the questions, and you can expect. Even though the conscious mind is aware of what you're saying, but the material, the information does not come from the conscious thinking mind. It bypasses the conscious mind. It comes from somewhere else. That you feel that you, even though you are aware of it, but then you are not in control of the information that flows through you when you answer a hypnotherapist questions. You can expect spontaneous healing. Sometimes like seeing is healing, and going through that memory recall in a past life, and there's a spontaneous release. And of course, a lot of people I witnessed, they have tears flowing down, even though sometimes the tears that come, their conscious mind is surprised. Like, I didn't come here to cry, what happened? But that's a subconscious baggage release, and so spontaneous healing. If not spontaneous healing, at least you can expect very good insight, very straightforward insight. And when you get insight, the wisdom from within, I find over and over that it's very straightforward. It's very simple, actually. The wisdom is always simple. Only the information that comes from outside can be very twisted. In a way, very twisted, very complicated, but the truth is very simple. So you experience that, embody that simple truth of wisdom, of insight. So these are the things that you can expect from a past life regression session, straightforwardly. Another way how past life regression therapy works is that people may have some unexplainable symptoms. Could be fear, phobias, could be certain strong emotions that they cannot explain towards a certain people or geographic location. Like, I feel strong emotion when I'm in France. And could be even certain physical things, physical like pain that even medical doctors cannot explain. So they would, a client may want to use hypnotherapy to address it. And they may or may not be open to the idea of reincarnation. So it's up to me, the therapist, to kind of to feel sense and into that. And sometimes I do have an intuition, hunch that this, whatever they're going through, may have originated in another lifetime. But I don't say this to the client because it taps into people's belief systems. However, if I feel that client is open to this idea of reincarnation, then it's good. We can use, so what to expect for the client, they can expect that we use what we would call affect bridge to bridge into the origin of that issue, that symptom. Since the client is already experiencing it emotionally, in their sensation, in their whatever pain or thought patterns. So use that whatever they are already experiencing to bridge back. We call this affect bridge into another lifetime, into not another lifetime, into the beginning of this issue. So the famous book, Brian Weiss, Dr. Brian Weiss' book, Many Lives, Many Masters, was an example of such a case. Like Catherine, he was working with, he tried everything as a psychiatrist and couldn't find a cure for her issue. And so he, on the hunch, he started to use hypnotherapy. So he thought to ask Catherine, his patient's subconscious mind, to take them back to the origin of that depression, anxiety. And so she went back to another lifetime organically. So that could be the case. Now, if the person is not open for reincarnation, specifically saying that, no, I don't believe it, then we don't do that. Or we can still ask the subconscious mind to take us to the origin of this issue. Now, we encourage them, if you feel like another person, feel like this strain, just continue on, go ahead. We don't have to understand it. Let's see what your subconscious mind wants to say. So I can explain to them, could be, what people would call that ancestral issues. Aren't we, or in a way, our own ancestors anyways, or what have you? I would encourage the client to do their own research. Meanwhile, I work with the client. My job is not for them to change beliefs. My job is to listen, to release the symptoms, really. So as long as the issue is not there anymore, who cares if it's past life or ancestral or any imagination? It really doesn't matter. It seems through my work, even though people don't believe past lives or reincarnation, they can still use this avenue. Even though they thought, long ago, a client said whatever came up, she went to Mississippi in the 19th century as a writer, this came, she felt like another person. She didn't believe any reincarnation. She didn't even want to talk about it. So I said, so how she made sense was that it's like my vivid imagination. Lo and behold, in another life, she was a writer, of course. My imagination, my subconscious imagination is way too vivid. She said that's how she rationalized it. So I said, sure, I agree. But you feel better now. So maybe your subconscious mind used a vivid imagination as a solution, as a cure to cure the problem that your subconscious mind vividly imagined anyways. So and that's what about past life regression therapy? It's a therapy. If you'd like to read more about facilitating a past life regression session, you can find detailed explanations in my first book, Past Life Regression, a manual for hypnotherapists to conduct effective past life regression sessions. It's a how-to book, and the scenarios from this video are described in greater detail. Plus, there is much more information. And if you'd like to request such a session for yourself, please go to my website, www.camillahypnosis.com/past-life-regression.